Right, howdy and everybody, welcome to Russell Heritage Golf. Today we're going to be talking about another drill, something that you can do at home. And what I'm trying to do at the moment is focus most of the attention on exercises that are really worthwhile for you guys to do. The golf swing can be many different ways. The reason why the golf swing looks different ways is just because of things like how you see the swing, biomechanical set makeup, all these different things. So the point is that the golf swing can look in many different ways. But when we look at professional golf swings, we tend to see common, should we say, sort of characteristical traits that they all possess. Arguably the hardest thing to do in the golf swing is to rotate while staying in posture, which essentially means when we set up to the golf ball, being able to turn without compensating in, should we say, the spine angle. The reason why this is so difficult is because physicality, obviously it takes effort. You need things like potential core strength, but you also need to know how to activate things like the glute muscles as well to help you basically keep the pelvis pointing down. For those of you that essentially work from home or basically, you have a job where you're sitting down quite a lot, the muscles become weaker. That's why things like posture becomes affected. This is why people get back trouble. So what we're trying to do at the moment is, like I said, put a lot of exercises and drills together, things that you can do from home to improve the strength, improve your coordination, and improve the feeling of activating the correct muscles. What you need to be able to do, or get access to be able to do this drill is, and some of you would have seen this sort of exercise before, which I think is brilliant. I'm going to use a brick, and I'm going to use just what I've kind of cut down as a little plank of wood, which is roughly going to be about shoulder width apart. Not very thick, hopefully sturdy enough that basically it doesn't snap. The idea is incredibly simple. The idea is that basically I'm going to place the brick down, place the wood either side of it like so, place my right foot on, and obviously be careful when doing this, and then just try and get a position where it's basically balanced. Now once I'm kind of in my setup position, the idea is that we go into posture. So I go pointing down, and actually I didn't realise it becomes quite a good balance exercise as well if you kind of raise it up. And then as I kind of swing in towards the backswing position, then we can see the way that it obviously establishes itself down in towards that right hand side very quickly. The interesting thing is that if I kind of did a full swing here, in the transition we can see the way that I don't immediately shift back over to the left. So this is what I've been saying, if you kind of swing up to the top and then shift left as you're trying to turn, too much weight's going to end up on the hip joint, which is going to hinder your ability to rotate. So the idea is that you swing up towards the top, weight stays on that right hand side momentarily. You can see the way I move back into the left whilst the weight stays on the right, then it re-establishes itself. If I kind of now swing a golf club, which again is something that you can probably do in the house, and I'm actually just going to kind of grip down on the club as well. And if you're going to kind of do swings at home in the house, gripping down, it's a good exercise because just make sure that the excess of the club sticking out is located on your left hip. So again, I would swing up, I would transition, which basically means you can see the way that my pelvis starts to square, right? So it goes back to square to target whilst the weight stays in the right, and then it progresses on towards the left hand side. So it goes up, square, and then you could see at this point in the golf swing, probably by about left arm horizontal and at full speed, like so, that the weight would move back in towards that lead side, and then we would explode out through the shot. I really like this drill. I think that for those that are regular viewers on the channel, this is probably going to appear 3 or 4 times over the next couple of weeks. So I think it's really important that as many people as possible see this sort of exercise and start to do it. At the moment, drills at home are going to become the normality for keen golfers, but fascinatingly enough, actually things like motor imagery are very powerful things, and doing competent drills, which I'm going to be talking about on the channel in an abundance over the next few weeks, is just absolutely vital as well. So the idea is to clarify that you can use it as a bit of a balance board. You swing back, weight on the trail foot as I transition, which basically means as I go to square my hips, the weight should stay on the transition, the weight should stay on the trail foot till about left arm horizontal, and then I can see the way I move gradually over. So it's that way, and then I'm moving back onto my left, and then I would swing through. Really good drill for your balance as well. If I kind of just flip it around to the side on perspective, just so you can see as well what's going on. So if I kind of get myself set up again, just get my feet. So you're gonna have to find a plank which is wide enough to get your feet nice and balanced. Anyway, so you swing up, weight on the trail, see whether my right hip joint goes back, so I feel the weight on the outside part of my right foot more towards the heel. Square, right, see the way my hips stay behind the plank as I transition, and then yeah, weight goes back on towards the left and pivot through. Really like it, really like this drill and exercise. Simply just a poorly cut piece of wood and a brick. Hopefully you can, you know, don't go breaking doors and stuff, but hopefully you can find something at home that you have lying around. Always appreciate one of those. It's free to subscribe, it's free to receive this content, and it always will be, obviously, through the YouTube platform. So if you press that subscribe button, press the little bell icon, that means that you receive notifications every time a new video comes out. Use the opportunity to practice from home. It's really, really worthwhile. Catch up with you guys again soon.